Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Thursday, day 4 of our NTI instruction. 2 more days to go in the week. I hope you guys are still doing awesome with your work and able to do a good job working from home. A couple of announcements before I get into our assignments for today. Tomorrow, Friday, we're actually going to be having a parade through some of the neighborhoods. So you can tell your families to look out for a text message coming from me through our app that explains a little bit more about the parade. But all the teachers at Deep Springs just really miss seeing you guys, and we thought a parade through your all's neighborhoods would be a fun way to see you guys from a safe distance. So I will be sending your parents some information about that. That's going to be Friday at 1 o'clock is when we're going to begin. And that's when we'll leave Deep Springs and we're going to make our way in our cars around your all's neighborhoods, and we'll have our windows down so that you guys can wave to us and we can wave to you guys from your front yards. So really exciting, and I can't wait to see you guys. I hope you're able to come outside and wave to me from your yards. Today for our video, I'm going to combine our reading and our math in one video because today's learning is a review of the things that we've been working on all week. We don't have any brand new skills. For reading, you're going to be reviewing the story that you guys read yesterday, which was the story It's All in the Wind. So you don't have a new text that you have to read today, but you'll want to pull that back up on your Chromebook or look back in your hard copy if you're using your packet for the story to answer your questions today. So your assignment today, after reviewing the story, is to answer, there's 5 questions on your worksheet for you guys. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So here's your worksheet for today. And you guys know I like to kind of review the questions first. The first one says, what is the main idea of the section titled A New Energy Source? Question 2, what is the main idea of the section titled Turbine Power? What is the main idea of the section titled Wind Gets Stronger? What causes a windmill to produce energy? Tell the steps and order in which they happen. And why are more people around the world using wind power? So you're going to answer these questions today. The first 3 are multiple choice, and I'm going to do the first one with you guys to kind of help you. And I have the story pulled up here. It logged me off. So I'm going to log back in for you guys. Okay, so here is our story. It's All in the Wind. Our first question goes with the section titled A New Energy Source. So I know for that question, I'm going to want to find the section A New Energy Source. We know that the headings, which are actually all written in blue in this story, are the little titles of each section. So I want to look for this question under the section A New Energy Source. I'm going to read this paragraph and try to determine the main idea. So what is this section mostly about? We know when we are looking for main idea, we're going to look at, first of all, what is the title? What is the heading of that section? We're going to look for the topic sentence or the first sentence, and then what words or phrases are repeated over and over again in that section, and that will help us to determine the main idea. So let's read that paragraph. A new energy source. Now people are looking for new sources of energy, such as wind. They have a good reason. Most of the energy we use today comes from coal, natural gas, and oil. These natural resources are running out. They cannot be replaced. Wind, however, is a renewable resource. There will always be a supply. And wind is free and clean, so it does not produce harmful pollution. Okay, so I see the title is a new energy source. The topic says now people are looking for new sources of energy. And over I hear them talking about wind as a new source of energy. So that gives me a clue that that's probably what this section is about. One strategy that you all know we like to use in class is to mark out the ones that we know are wrong or don't make sense. So when I'm thinking about what is the main idea of the section, a new energy source, I know that it's probably not going to be A, because it didn't really talk about that in that section. It didn't talk about that windmills were early and less powerful versions of today's wind turbines. It didn't say that in that section. It said that in another section of the text, but not the section a new energy source. So I know it's not going to be A. Okay, then I can see if there's any more I can mark out. B says most of the energy sources we use today come from coal, natural gas, and oil. That was a detail in the text, but that's not what it was mainly about. It was mainly talking about the new energy source of wind. So I'm going to mark out B. That leaves C and D. These natural resources are running out. They cannot be replaced. D. People are looking for new sources of energy, such as wind. So if I go back and look, which one was it mostly talking about in this section? Well, I see the heading, a new energy source, the topic sentence, now people are looking for new sources of energy. Okay, and then it's talking about, right down here, wind, however, is a renewable resource. There will always be a supply. So the best answer would be D. People are looking for new sources of energy, such as the wind. Okay, so for your reading assignment, you're going to answer the remaining questions. Okay, for math, you're going to continue working on elapsed time. We learned yesterday that elapsed time is the amount of time that has passed from the beginning to the end of an event. So today for your math activity, you're going to see some little task cards, okay? And you have 12 different task cards that show elapsed time or a start time, and then it wants you to add some time and say what the end time would be. So let's do an example of that together. Okay. So you're going to have your task cards here. And then you're going to have your recording sheet that says time marches on. Okay, so we can look at number 1. Number 1 says, it is 9 o'clock. What time will it be in 1 hour? Okay, so if it's 9 o'clock, what time will it be in an hour? Some of you might know that in your head. You might be able to just know that time mentally. But that's okay if you don't. If you don't, you can use your clock to help you, okay? So let's make 9 o'clock on our clock here. Okay, so here is 9 o'clock. What time will it be in 1 hour? So you can kind of look at the hours like this. 9, okay, in an hour, what time it will be? Or you can actually spin your minute hand around an hour. In an hour, it will be 10 o'clock, okay? So on my recording sheet, I'm going to write the time. It'll be 10 o'clock. And then I'm going to draw that on my clock, making my little hand the hour hand and the minute hand the longer hand, okay? So that is what you're going to do for your math assignment today. If you guys need any help, you all can reach out to me. Your parents can send me a text or a phone call, and I would love to help you guys. And hopefully I will see you guys on Friday during the Deep Springs Parade. Have a great day.